Okay. All right. So, guys, I want to welcome all of you. My name's Tiffany Sosa. I'm so happy to have everybody here tonight. We may have some more people hopping on as we go. I know a lot of people were excited. I also know that it's Super Bowl, and I don't know why. I think I did this last year. Belle was reminding me, like, you did this last year too. You can tell I'm not a sports person.
Me either. Thank you.
I gave you an excuse to excuse yourself.
Yes, because I was there just like, really, I don't care.
Well, you know what? We're going to be talking about reflux instead of, I don't
I'm
know,
a guy. Football
goals.
sucks.
Did you all hear Mel?
Yes. Hi, Mel. Well, listen, I have a lifelong interest in natural health and a 28-year career in education. And I've been on a wellness journey for almost 10 years. I think it's like 9 years now that I've been using and teaching about essential oils. And I love, I love being able to share what I've learned with others. Tonight, we're going to be talking about digestion, and I'm just thrilled to be able to share some information with you. I hope that it will be helpful as we go. We've got people in here who are veteran essential oil and plant-based medicine users. You already have doTERRA accounts. You're already using these things, and I invite you. If I mention a product that you've had a really good experience with, if you can just pop in and maybe give like a 30-second, tell us what your experience has been. That can be super helpful. So that way it's not just all coming from me, but we can hear some real people who've used these things. And if you're brand new to our world and you hear some things that you would like to get your hands on and you don't yet have a doTERRA wholesale customer membership, it works kind of like Sam's or Costco, then just hold off until the end and I'm going to show you how you can get your hands on stuff. Okay. And I also want to warn you, and Shannon is awesome. She put it in the chat already. I have a coupon code that has to be activated, but it is worth $275 worth of free product. Okay. But what I'm going to need is before you go and like run off and go get yourself, order stuff, I need to activate your coupon code. So just resist the temptation, okay, to jump in and let's do it the right way so that we can get you all the goodies, okay? All right, so I'm going to share my screen here and I'm going to try to get us out at the top of the hour. So help me do that. Don't let me get off on a sidetrack because I can do that too. I'm going to try really hard not to. Okay, let me just see if I can get here to the slides. Here we go. Okay, so guys, the digestive system, let's talk about what it is. I think most of us think about the stomach, but the digestive system breaks down food and it absorbs nutrients that are then absorbed into the blood. And digestion makes it possible for your body to get the nutrients and energy that it needs to keep you happy, healthy, and strong. And although it's often just associated with the stomach and intestines, it's actually a lot more complicated than that. Like to function at the optimal level, we need our liver, kidneys, gallbladder, pancreas. We need all those things to work as well. So let's think about how we eat. First of all, here in America, we typically have a hectic, fast-paced lifestyle. How often, think about this, how often do I eat on the run? Think about this for yourself right now. How often do we eat on the run? How often do we scarf it down without really tasting it or chewing it well? I have a friend who's a nutritionist and she recommends chewing every bite 30 times. Try that the next time like tomorrow, when you have your breakfast. Try chewing each bite 30 times. It seems like it takes forever, but what you're doing is you're actually giving your stomach some help, okay? It's a really good thing to do, especially if you're dealing with reflux or if you feel like food is sitting like a rock in your stomach. That's a really easy, free way to improve your digestion right there. And also, are we thoughtful about what we're eating? Do we plan ahead and think about, having some healthy things available that, are easily accessible, or are we just grabbing whatever is convenient, which often tends to also not be good for us, right? So now let's think about what we eat, because the quality of our food is often lacking. Many foods these days are full of preservatives, sugar, chemicals. They're heavily processed or cooked at high temperatures. All these things kill the nutrients and the enzymes that would otherwise help our health and digestion. And you know what? Here's the bad news. Even if we're careful to eat whole foods, organic fruits and veggies, and meats that don't have antibiotics or hormones, we are still often malnourished. One, because our soil is depleted, and two, because our food has been engineered for mass production rather than nutrition. A really good example of this is that a study was done recently that showed that the apples of today are 5 times larger than the apples in our grandparents' generation, and yet they have only 20% of the nutritional value and 10 times the sugar. So you eat a great big apple and you think you're doing yourself a favor. It may be covered with pesticides, pumped full of sugar, full of calories, and hardly any of the vitamins that you need. Like, what the heck, right? So this means that we are eating more than ever, but our bodies aren't getting what they need. And when your body's not getting what it needs, that's where you get cravings. And we don't usually crave carrots or kale, right? We have a tendency to crave things like sugar and salt and fatty things, right? Another thing to think about what you're eating, if you're experiencing any kind of digestive issues, pay attention to the possibility that you may be eating inflammatory foods or foods that you may have sensitivities or allergies to. So some common foods that can cause trouble would be gluten from wheat, casein from dairy. You can experiment with removing that. You can also experiment with removing sugar from your diet and see if you notice a difference in how you feel. Now, you may be thinking, okay, I know I have gaps in my diet. I know I have nutritional gaps, and you would be right. Unfortunately, we all do. So what do we do about it? Well, one thing that we can do is we can make sure that we have a really good vitamin. Okay, and I don't have a slide for it because I just thought about it right now, but I will tell you this. If you're taking a multivitamin from the drugstore, you are throwing your money, literally, you're flushing it down the toilet. It was actually my doctor that told me this, and then I since looked it up. So you can Google this too. You can Google vitamins in sewers or vitamins in porta potties, and you'll see that it is a dirty secret in the vitamin industry that most vitamins are chalk-based. Your body does not break it down or absorb it in any way. It just goes right through you and into the toilet, and they're so problematic that they're actually clogging up sewers. They have to take jackhammers in and like chip away at these massive piles, and they can still read the numbers on the outsides of the vitamins. So what you want is a whole food organic based vitamin that is powder in a capsule. And when the capsule dissolves, all of that wonderful organic whole food powder just goes right to work in your bloodstream. Okay. And we have something like that. So, okay, moving on here, it's important to know, you guys have all heard the phrase, you are what you eat, right? But actually, in truth, you are what you absorb. You can eat all the things you want, but if you're not absorbing it, it's not actually helping you. Turmeric is a really good example of that. How many of you take turmeric? Yeah, so a lot of the turmeric out there, you have to consume masses of it. Same with collagen. You have to consume masses of it because your body doesn't really absorb it very well. But when you get a good kind of turmeric or a really good kind of collagen, and not all kinds are equal, you only need a little bit and your body can put 90 to 100% of it to work in your body. So we're all, let's talk about enzymes. Let's talk about digestive enzymes, probiotics, and NAD molecules, okay? So when we are young, it's very rare to hear of kids having stomach issues unless they have like food allergies, right? Or maybe they were born prematurely and their digestive tract isn't developed yet. For the most part, kids can eat anything. They don't gain any weight. They never experience reflux. They don't need to take naps after they eat, right? Why is that? Well, it's because they have lots of digestive enzymes in their stomach that are breaking down their food. And they have really high levels of NAD plus molecules, which is a molecule that is involved in over 500 different processes in the body having to do with your metabolism. But starting at age 25, we start losing 1% of digestive enzymes every year. And your body doesn't make more. Same with our NAD molecules, 1% every year from the time we're in our mid-20s. So by the time you get into your 40s and your 50s, your metabolism is going way, way, way down because the NAD molecules aren't there. You're operating at about half. And also you have about half the digestive enzymes that you used to. So when you eat your food, it's sitting like a rock in your stomach. And what does your body do? Well, I don't have enough digestive enzymes to break down my food, so I guess my stomach will start to make more acid, right? Because now we're going to rely on the acid to break down our food. Well, that's not good, right? So then we get reflux. But what we can do is we can actually take a digestive enzyme. We've got a digestive enzyme I'm going to show you here in a minute that's derived from papaya. And you can actually take 1 or 2 capsules with your food and it will prevent reflux by helping to just break down the food for you. So let me show you. Oh, I just went back up instead of down here. So let's talk about those NAD plus levels for a minute, okay? Your metabolism is tied directly to your digestion. But what if we could reverse the signs of your aging metabolism at the cellular level? So we're looking at how you burn calories, how you store fat, your insulin levels, and how your blood sugar fluctuates, as well as how you digest food. It would also have an effect on your hair, your skin, your mood, your sleep, and so much more. Let me just show you guys a quick video here. I just have to pull it up. Give me just a sec. Okay, here we go.
Struggle with lack of energy, mood, stress, sleep, brain fog, or even extra weight? Do you find yourself wanting to push the pause or even the rewind button on aging? Our metabolic health directly affects all of these things and honestly even more. With only 6.8% of people even having a metabolic system that is considered healthy, most people are searching for ways to help in all of these areas. There are a few obstacles we want to look at when it comes to our metabolic health. Number 1, our fat cells maturing, which is when they start to increase in size. Number 2, our blood sugar spiking and dipping. Number 3, the aging of our cells, which will fast track our body's aging process. There's a revolutionary metabolic system that is designed to help you to overcome these obstacles that are preventing you from living younger, longer. This breakthrough metabolic system from from doTERRA is called MetaPower. Here's how MetaPower helps you overcome the first obstacle of shrinking those stubborn fat cells. MetaPower essential oil is a metabolic blend that went through studies that shows that it actually stops the maturing of our fat cells when we add the essential oil in the water we drink, or by taking a soft gel that has 2 drops of the essential oil in it. For the second obstacle of glucose level spiking, MetaPower Assist contains not only the MetaPower oil, but mulberry, berberry, and even more cinnamon. When you take this before your heaviest meal, it helps to regulate those glucose spikes that cause you to age faster. You also have the MetaPower gum and beeswax that you can use to keep those food and sugar cravings away and to help you stabilize your blood sugars throughout the day. MetaPower Advantage helps you to overcome the third obstacle, which is the aging of your cells. MetaPower Advantage is the superhero of this metabolic system. This is a marine collagen with 70% tripeptides with a 12 times absorption rate, and it has 11 other powerful ingredients designed to reverse your aging from the inside out. Why does this matter to you? In our 20s, our body starts to decline in the production of collagen and NAD+, which is one of the most crucial molecules of our cells. These 2 key factors play a huge role in the aging of our cells and our body and our mind. When you lack or have a decrease in collagen and NAD+, you start to experience the non-desirable effects of aging. MetaPower Advantage helps your body replenish the collagen that it is lacking, and the ingredient NMN helps your body to produce NAD+. The result for you is as your cells start to reverse their age and act more youthful, you start to feel and look younger. This is how we are reversing aging from the inside out. The MetaPower system is helping people to have more energy, get better sleep, feel more clear and focused in their minds, have healthier blood sugar levels, they're managing their stress better, their moods are better, and their skin is looking more youthful. They're feeling more ease in their joints and their bodies, and many are seeing a loss in weight and inches they've struggled for years to lose. This is only a portion of what people have experienced. If you are ready to start feeling your absolute best in your body, your mind, and your mood, if you are ready to wake up feeling energized, more refreshed, and even more clear and focused in your mind, then connect with who sent you to this video so they can help you to start to reverse your aging from the inside out and help you to feel more youthful in this one body and this one life you have.
So how cool is that? Is anybody in here using the MetaPower system?
I am.
Rhonda, oh my
Hi,
goodness.
guys.
You guys are going to see Rhonda. I actually have Rhonda's picture on a slide coming up. Like like before you started taking it, and then when you were a couple months in. All right, so tell us, because you're looking fabulous. Tell us.
Oh, thank you so much. So you guys, I'm 56. I should be a card-carrying sugaraholic. I should have like my own club. But I started MetaPower on the 15th of September when it first became available to wellness advocates. And I have lost 11 pounds, which is incredible. But the most incredible part is I have lost so much inflammation. And brain fog went away on day 2. It has not returned. I am a mom of a 22-year-old, a 21-year-old, and a 16-year-old. I have thought that brain fog was just something I was supposed to have because I was a mom, and it is gone. I sleep and I sleep well. I don't, you know how sometimes you sleep hard and then you wake up and go, did I sleep at all? I sleep very restful sleep with MetaPower, which is really incredible. The other part is I haven't even told you this yet, Tiffany. I officially gave up sugar last week. I've lost 3 more pounds. So I haven't had any sugar in the last, tomorrow will be 8 days. And I had one of my students ask me if I got new glasses because I'm already starting to see some changes in my face yet again. This part is incredible. I am having to buy new underwear, girls. My bottom's gotten smaller, so I got to buy new underwear. That hasn't happened in a really long time. So I encourage you, if you are having challenges with your metabolism or with your weight, or just feeling like, wow, I don't even know how to get out of this, give MetaPower a try. It's going to take at least 90 days to start resetting your body. But we can do these things, and it's not really that hard. Whoever invited you is going to walk you through it. We have lots of information and a supportive group, but it has been life-changing. I will never, ever not be on MetaPower. And when my kids were really little, I told one of them I was going to live to be 113 because they were nervous that I was not going to be here one day. And honestly, guys, now I'm going for 130. I'm just saying. And I'm sitting here crisscross applesauce in jeans that are too big that, girls, I could not dip 8 weeks ago.
Yay!
Okay.
Thanks, Rhonda. Appreciate it.
So,
Belle, I know
Sorry, I
you.
have a question.
Sure.
Sorry, I wasn't for sure how, I'm not very good with technology on how to type it all in.
Oh, you're fine.
What about the energy level? Can she tell a difference in her energy level?
oh, honey, yes. So, quick little story. So, I am a wellness advocate. I used to have to stop on the stairs to go down with my laundry basket. Could not walk down a flight of stairs. I live in a ranch house. It's kind of embarrassing. About 2 months after taking MetaPower, I was invited to an event. I carried a 6-foot table, the ones that fold in half and have like a little handle, and pulled a little wagon with all of my things in it, all the way down this long thing to my car, got to my car, stopped and went, I didn't have to stop.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
yeah, it's pretty incredible. And I am like the Energizer bunny that I used to be in my 20s. Again, I can just keep going. So yeah, a great boost of the energy. Great question.
Yeah, for me, I noticed on day one, my brain fog. It's interesting because everybody experiences different things depending on what their body needs, right? So some people, they immediately start noticing like the double chin and the turkey neck smoothing out. For me, it's the skin on the backs of my hands looks about 10 years younger. My brain fog went away on day one. My sugar cravings went away on day two. I've lost 4 inches around my middle, even though I've only lost 10 pounds on the scale. Belle, tell us what you've got.
Wow. Well, let me tell you, I'm 64 years old. John's waving at me. Can I tell you about John? Because he can't help but share.
Okay.
Come here.
Let's see. Come on, John.
Come on, you started it. He's like, my hair.
We met Belle and John for lunch a couple of weeks ago, and Belle and I could not stop staring at John's head.
He has hair, guys. He didn't have any.
Growing back.
Yeah, it's growing
Look at the
back.
back, hun. Show
It's
the back.
so awesome. I bet, John, it's good to see you. Look at that. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Full head of hair in the back.
Yeah, it's ever since I started with the MetaPower, it's been awesome, man. So if you got any of your husbands out there that are losing hair, some in your family, tell them to try it. They got nothing to lose. This is unexpected hair growth coming back.
Yeah.
So it's awesome. So now she won't let me cut it super short like I used to.
No way.
So no, it's good. Got to keep with the MetaPower. So
They asked
You
about
gotta
energy
keep
level.
up with Belle.
oh, I know. Yeah, I know. The MetaPower is good. My face has gotten thinner. I haven't lost a lot of weight, maybe about 5 pounds, but I do have a lot more energy. My face doesn't look as old as it used to for being 65 years old. I think my face is pretty smooth already.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I'm losing some lines. I had some marks on my face. I don't know what side they're on.
This side.
Yeah, and they're slowly going away.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so there was something else we talked about today with the MetaPower. I was feeling something.
Well, and then Belle's hair is changing
Not falling
from white to black.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
I have
sorry,
that.
John. Bye.
Thank you, hun. He was just coming into the to the men's room. But guys, my hair, I don't know if you can see, I know it's hard, but like all of this is all new growth from September to now. Mid-September to now, it's a good 2 inches. 2.5 inches. And Tiffany and I were looking at it the other day, and literally it's coming back, but
I
it's coming
actually
back
yanked out a piece
natural
of her
color.
hair.
It's coming back naturally. And the back of my head is just full of hair, like it's so thick. So I usually have it shorter, but I'm letting it kind of grow to see if I can do something different with it. I don't know, but energy level, I'm running upstairs, and I'm like you, Rhonda. I never used to do stair. I was just like, oh my gosh, 2 steps and my knee would hurt or something, you know? But
Mm.
I feel great. And, you know, Tiffany was talking about like your turkey neck and all this. Guys, I had like a triple chin, like super puffy. I mean, it's incredible. I've only lost about 4 pounds total, but it's the way that my body is like forming back, like my stomach's coming back. It's
Yeah.
shaping back into like a normal stomach. I don't know how to explain it, but
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and Belle's unique because she's got type 1 diabetes. And
Yes,
so
I
this
do.
MetaPower system has been helping her body with the blood sugar levels and her insulin resistance. And so that's another thing that's super important when you're talking about eating food and then your blood sugar spikes and then crashes. It ages all of our cells and it makes us tired. But for someone who's having issues with blood sugar, it's even more important to take MetaPower so that your blood sugar levels can stay level, right?
It really does work for that. So to me, MetaPower, a lot of people, well, I want to lose 20 pounds. Well, if that's what your body needs, MetaPower will work with your cells and that's what you'll do. But your body knows what it needs and it's taking everything in order. Like my hair came, I feel later, but my blood sugars immediately, the insulin that I'm taking has reduced about 20 to 25%. And that causes weight gain, putting insulin into your body. So guys, I'm a type 1 diabetic. I have to take insulin. I don't make it, but it's going down. I was at 65 units starting every morning. I'm down to 42 to 44 units. That is huge, guys. My doctor's just like, what is happening? But yeah, so it's for our health. It's awesome. Thanks for letting me share, Tiff.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, what I'm going to do, I'm recording this class. I'm getting, like Emily was saying, that she wants to share this class with people. That's why we're recording it, because I know a lot of people are at the Super Bowl, right, or watching the Super Bowl. So we'll record this, and then if you want to do like Lori and drop your email in the chat, I'll make sure to send you the link so you can share the recording with other people. And and so let me just head on back because we have some other digestive things to share with you. Beyond the MetaPower. The MetaPower is going to address your digestive as well as all things aging from like a holistic point of view. It's a really great place to start. But I also want to show you some other things that we've got. So remember how I had said how we lose digestive enzymes that break down our food, and so your body ends up making more acid? Well, this is a way to get to the root of the problem. It's called Terrazyme. It's a digestive enzyme. It's a capsule with the digestive enzyme powder inside, and it's derived from papaya and a few other natural sources. And you just take 1 or 2 with your meals, and it just goes to work helping to break down the food so that it can go on its merry way and get absorbed. It is basically prevention of reflux, as well as, helps with your slow metabolism, upset stomach, if you're feeling bloated or flatulent. Also, if anybody is allergic to foods, certain types of foods, and they accidentally eat it. For example, if you're lactose intolerant and oops, I just had an ice cream cone that slipped. You can take, 3 or 4 Terrazyme, and you will find that your reaction, your body's, your stomach and intestinal reaction to that ice cream is going to be much, much less, because the Terrazyme has already started to break down the lactose, so that it doesn't have such an effect on you. I also want to show you an essential oil. This is the very first essential oil that I ever experienced, and it was because my daughter was having constipation issues. I tried everything, and eventually took her to the doctor, who put her on Miralax and wanted her to stay on Miralax from the time she was 7 until, oh, she may grow out of it by junior high or high school. And I was not okay with that. I didn't want to give my 7-year-old chemicals for the next, 6 or 7 years. And so my sister-in-law actually sent me this little bottle of Digestion oil. And all we had to do was add a couple of drops to her water, which she refused to drink because it tastes and smells like black licorice, because you can see the ingredients here. So what she did instead is she put a couple of drops on the outside of her tummy. And I'll be damned, you guys, within 5 minutes, the toilet was flushing. And this is what we have continued to use from time to time whenever she has that occasional. Her constipation went from chronic to occasional to pretty much gone. And now I don't even know the last time she used Digestion, but it saved us from having all of those chemicals in her. And I found out a few years later that actually Miralax used in the long term has been linked to colon cancer. So we definitely dodged a bullet when we found the Digestion oil. This is one-stop shopping for all tummy trouble. So you can see all the top uses there on the screen: bloating, gas, heartburn, nausea, diarrhea, constipation, indigestion. You just put it on the outside of your stomach, or you take it in some water. It helps all the things. If you're car sick, or if someone's got morning sickness, you can just sit there and smell it, and it will ease nausea. So besides nutrient absorption, what else does the gut do? You may have heard of the gut-brain connection. Did you know that 90% of our serotonin is produced in our gut? You guys will remember that serotonin is the happy hormone. It's the feel-good hormone. So like when you're happy or in love or laughing, or it's a hormone that is secreted when you're happy. And I think a lot of us just assume that it's produced by your brain, but it's not. It's actually produced in your gut. 90% of it is produced in your intestinal tract. So if your gut is out of whack, it has a dramatic effect on your emotions. And one of the most important things that a good psychiatrist, counselor, psychologist will do is they will address gut health with their patients who have anxiety and depression. So what is gut health? It has everything to do with the kinds of bacteria that are living in your gut. If it's the good bacteria, you're doing good, because it's the bacteria that makes the serotonin. But if it's bad bacteria, candida, yeast, parasites, then you're in trouble. You physically cannot produce the serotonin and other endorphins that you need to feel happy. So compromised digestive function can also result in energy deficiencies, lowered immunity, weight gain, and gastrointestinal discomfort. So how do we get the right bacteria into our gut? Oh, I'm going backward. Hold on. There we go. PB Assist. Okay, PB Assist is a probiotic that is different than any other probiotic that you will see anywhere. And I'm looking for my little capsule here. I'm going to stop screen sharing for a second. This is the coolest thing ever. So a probiotic, and guys, if you've ever taken a antibiotic, it kills the bacteria that's making you sick, okay? But it also kills the good bacteria in your gut. And I think of it like if you had a bunch of grass in your yard and you wiped out all the grass, and if you don't reseed or put some sod down, what are you going to get? You're going to get weeds, right? So for people who are having recurring infections like strep throat or UTIs or yeast infections, chances are you've been on a series of antibiotics. Those antibiotics have killed off all the good stuff in your gut, and you've got a lot of bad stuff living in there. And that's why you're having repeated infections and lowered immunity. So this PB Assist probiotic is a double capsule. So what you're looking at here is an outside capsule that's clear. Let me see, can I get it to focus? Focus. The outside capsule is clear, and it contains a prebiotic fiber that is a food source for the 9 billion good bacteria that live inside the green capsule. So when you swallow this, it's going to travel through your stomach, and when it gets to your intestinal tract, the outside capsule is going to dissolve, and it's going to coat you in the lining of your intestines with this fiber. That then, when the green capsule dissolves, they're all going to swim to the walls of your intestines, and they're going to make happy little homes, and they're going to colonize. And then you've got basically you've just reseeded your gut with the good stuff. Okay, so that's that. I love PB Assist. And for me, that has been the thing that stopped my recurring UTIs. Okay, going on to the next slide. Hopefully I can go down. Peppermint soft gels. Okay, so maybe your problem is not in your stomach. Maybe your problem is intestinal. So if you've got IBS or Crohn's or spastic colon or colitis, or maybe someone that you love has those issues. If I just gave you some Digestion and you drank it in water, it's going to dissolve in your stomach and go right into your bloodstream from there. But the problem is in the intestinal tract. So what we need is the peppermint soft gels, because they have a coating that makes it so that it doesn't dissolve until it gets right to the intestines. And then it dissolves, and the peppermint is released into your intestines, which is antispasmodic. It stops the spasming and the cramping. It gets rid of any bloating, okay? In fact, I know of a, what are those guys that do, I can never remember the name of this doctor. The guys that do the colonoscopies. Whatever that doctor is called.
Gastroenterologist.
Thank you. Yes, there's a gastroenterologist that I know of that gives 2 of these doTERRA peppermint soft gels to all of his patients and tells them, okay, take this 15 minutes before you come in for your colonoscopy. So they do the whole flush, right, that you do, but then they also take these, because he said that it calms down the spasming of the colon. So he's actually able to do his colonoscopy much faster and easier, because because everything in there is like calm. So how cool is that? All right. Oops. So this is a good screen to take a screenshot of if you've got esophageal issues. Okay, so we have an oil called celery seed, and you can put 2 drops of celery seed in a little shot glass of juice or water. Why would you want to do that? Because, well, a lot of times the reason why people have problems with their esophagus is because they have reflux and the acid has destroyed the lining. But celery seed essential oil, and it's not the same as celery juice or eating celery. It comes from the seed of this 3-foot high variety of celery. It's very unique, but it will actually repair that mucosal lining in your esophagus. It will also, if you swallow it in a capsule or take it in some water, it'll also heal your stomach lining in the same way. Okay. But if you've got diarrhea, yes.
Tiffany, I actually had the esophageal issues.
Yes.
I was getting esophageal spasms, and the doctor gave me some really strong medications, And that's when the celery seed oil had just come out.
Mm.
2 weeks, twice a day, 2 drops in water, just like you said. No more problems. And this has been like 3 years already.
Wow.
It works.
See, that's the thing. It's like, thank goodness we have this stuff. And okay, so by the way, side note, you guys have probably noticed how small these little bottles are. But did you know that each one of these bottles contains 250 drops? And an adult size serving is only 1 or 2 drops. So we're talking about, 250 servings. So it lasts a really, really long time. Now, going back to our protocols here, if you've got diarrhea, constipation, nausea, you can put Digestion in water or on the stomach. If you've got UTI, kidney stones, bladder infections, you can take juniper berry and celery seed. You'll see I'm mentioning veggie caps a lot. These are just empty pill capsules that you get 160 of them for $4. And you just open it up, drip your essential oil down in there, put the lid back on, and then you can swallow it with water. Okay, so celery seed and juniper berry would go in there for UTIs. If you've got intestinal issues, you want to do the peppermint soft gels. And if you've got reflux, you want to make sure you take Terrazyme with your meals and also celery seed in some water. And I'm not going to lie, it doesn't taste good, but it is still going to be such a relief to have that your stomach lining and your esophagus heal. Okay, so recap. I made this slide so that you'd be able to take a little screenshot of it. What do we use again? So if you want immunity and feel-good hormones, right? If you want to reset your gut and have the good bacteria in your gut, you want the PB Assist probiotic. If you want to turn back your metabolism, which is going to improve how you store fat, how you burn calories, your blood sugar, and it's going to affect skin, hair, weight loss, and your mood. I don't know, so many things. You want the MetaPower. The Terrazyme is our digestive enzyme, and it breaks down food to prevent reflux. Celery seed repairs the acid damage. Digestion is all things to do with the tummy. This is a really good one to use for someone who maybe doesn't have a whole lot of issues, but just every once in a while has an upset stomach, right? And then peppermint soft gels for all things intestinal. So for those of you who don't already have a doTERRA account, those of you who do, you can just go and log into your account and get whatever you want. But if you don't have a doTERRA account, let me tell you how you can get started if you want to get your hands on any of these things, okay? So there are 3 ways. The first way is retail. Nobody here tonight is going to do that. It's the most expensive way to buy. It would be like if you went to that gastroenterologist office and bought from him, or a salon or a spa or my website, you'd pay 25% more than you need to. That's not great. The better way is to get your own wholesale account. So it's kind of like Sam's Club or Costco. With doTERRA, you pay a $35 fee and then you're a member. And whenever you want to order something, you just log into your own doTERRA account, and whatever you buy is 25% off. But that's not the best way, because the best way is if you don't have to pay for the membership and whatever you purchase is actually priced below wholesale and you get your shipping reimbursed or free. Okay, so the way to do that is to start with a starter kit. Okay, and the starter kits there'll be no membership fee. The membership fee is included. And because the items are bundled together, they're priced below wholesale. And then there's also the free shipping and ways to actually continue to get whatever else you want below wholesale. So I'm going to show you a couple of the kits that have to do with what we're talking about tonight. So guys, there's Rhonda. So here she was in September and here she is in October. And then Belle, this is your sister Nilda here. And anyway, so this is the MetaPower kit. All right. And the MetaPower kit is $179. It includes the free wholesale membership. It includes all the things that we were talking about in the video. So if you struggle with any of these issues, this is a really great place to start. And then maybe you want to add in the Digestion or the peppermint soft gels, right? You could do it that way. But you're going to get the MetaPower oil, you're going to get the MetaPower soft gels and the MetaPower beadlets. Those help to shrink fat cells and keep your blood sugar level. You're also going to get a month's supply of the Advantage, which is the collagen and the thing that reverses the aging of your cells by producing NAD plus again. It's going to jumpstart your body to actually start producing NAD plus at the levels in the research. Actually, in their clinical trials, they actually were able to get people producing NAD levels like they did about 20 years ago. So they got them up by 20%. You also will get the MetaPower gum that is great for curbing cravings. Anytime you feel snacky, you just pop a piece of gum in your mouth. And then the MetaPower Assist is what you take. It's a little capsule and you take it 15 to 30 minutes before you eat. And it's going to block carbs from being absorbed and stop your blood sugar from spiking and crashing, which will do two things. One, it'll keep your energy levels stable. You won't need that nap after you eat, but it'll also prevent the aging of your cells and that problematic roller coaster that our blood sugar can go on if we're crashing and spiking and snacking and crashing and spiking and snacking. Okay, so that's the MetaPower kit. We also have the ability to create your own kit. So if you saw things tonight and you were like, okay, I want this and I want this and I want to cherry pick, you can do that. And in fact, if your order comes to 150 PV or more, and PV is kind of like dollars, okay? It stands for product value. doTERRA is in 57 different countries. So when they have these promotions, they go by product value instead of the currency, just to keep things simpler across all the countries. But we're looking at approximately 150. You get the wholesale membership free. So they will waive the $35 fee, okay? But you will also get, if your order is 100 PV or more, you will also get, I have a special. Now, this is where that coupon code that I mentioned at the beginning of the class, I have a coupon code. What I need is your name, first and last name, your email address, and your phone number. I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to be calling you, don't worry. But what I will do is I will activate a coupon code for you so that if you place a 100 PV order, you're going to get Adaptive for free. Adaptive is a $54 essential oil that is the best oil for stress and anxiety and overwhelm and panic attacks. And all you do to use it is you put a couple of drops in your hand, rub your hands together, and breathe it in. If you have a diffuser, you can put it in the diffuser. You can put it behind your ears, you can put it on your chest, and what's going to happen is those little aromatic compounds go up your nose, they go to your brain triggers your body to start producing feel-good hormones. It's so much more than something that smells pretty, and it does smell pretty, but it's actually creating a physiological response in your brain to boost your emotions and help you feel better emotionally. However, the coupon code is even better if you place a 200 PV order. Okay, so this is only for our new members. If you get started with doTERRA with a 200 PV order, not only are you going to get that adaptive oil, but you're also going to get free Digestion oil, free Digestion soft gels. So that's the oil that's in a capsule form, and a diffuser. so that you can put that adaptive into your diffuser and it'll go through your whole room and everyone who's in the room will chill out. Okay. And it smells amazing. And the coupon code is the gift that keeps giving, because if you place a 100 PV order in March through your own account, that coupon code is going to trigger a $125 product credit to be dropped into your account. If you decide to do another 100 PV order in April, let's talk about it. Let's be real for a second. If you want to get on MetaPower, you want to do it for at least 90 days, right? So look at that. They give you an additional $25 worth of product credit. So altogether, you could get $159 plus $150. So that's $309 worth of stuff for free with this coupon code. So it's so worth it. So some of you here tonight were invited by me. If you were invited by me, you've got my number. Go ahead and text me. But if you were invited by somebody else, text them or send them a Facebook message, however it is that you're communicating with them. And I want you to tell them what your top 3 health issues are, because we also have oils for all kinds of things, not just digestion and metabolism. I mean, if you're dealing with psoriasis, for example, or I don't know, whatever, they can make some recommendations for that too. And tell them which kit caught your attention. Okay. And do you want to make your own kit, or do you want to go with the MetaPower kit? And let them know when a good time to talk is. I will tell you that my coupon code is only good for the next 5 days. Okay. If you need to wait until you get paid later in the month or something like that, I just need to reactivate your coupon code later. So you just have to work with me. Okay. And the person who invited you here tonight can reach out to me, or you can reach out to me. Friend me on Facebook, and then we can message. I also want to invite you guys to come to any of our other classes. So every Thursday night, and they're all in this same Zoom room. Every Thursday night, we teach a class, and it's a very basic beginner oil class. It's like a foundational class for anyone who's using essential oils. What are essential oils? How do we use them? What are the top 10 oils that every family needs that would replace most of the things in their medicine cabinet? And feel free to invite friends, okay? Don't keep this information to yourself. Everybody needs to know that they have alternatives, right? And then also every Sunday, like tonight, we're doing digestion. Next week, we're going to talk about oils and pets. Then green cleaning, women's health and hormones, you get the idea. So think about who you know that's got a cat or a dog or a horse or a bird, and bring them along next week. This is a good one to take a screenshot of as well. The Zoom meeting and password is always the same. So guys, I want to thank you all for being here tonight. I'm just going to drop something else here in the chat for you. I have a couple of eBooks that you can click on when we're done with this class, and you'll be able to actually download these beautiful eBooks. Okay. And I will say that there's an option to make an appointment with me or whatever. You're welcome to, but I want to be sure that you definitely, if you're going to order, go back to the person who invited you. Okay. So let me see if there are any questions. Do you guys have any questions? I'm just going to take a look at the chat real quick.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
I forget what you call it, the metabolic plus whatever it's called. I can't remember.
Yeah, MetaPower.
MetaPower, yes. Is that so I mean, do you do all of that in the kit?
So yes, you're gonna want to do all of it, but you're gonna find that, for example, you have certain preferences about the soft gels and the oil, for example. Like some people find that they just want to drink the oil in their water throughout the day, and they may not necessarily end up using all the soft gels. That's me. Other people, like my husband, he takes the soft gels and doesn't really drink the oil. So that's okay. But we're both taking one of these drink mixes every single day. I actually take 2 of them. They said if you have a lot of rotations around the sun that you want to reverse, or a lot of weight you want to release, to take 2. And also with the assist, I definitely want to block carbs, and yeah, so I take one of these before my heaviest meal every day. So really these are the biggies. Like for me, this is what I need every month. So yeah, but this lasts me like 3 months. So what am I
Does-
ordering? What am I ordering every single month is this. Like I got started with the kit, but this is what I'm ordering every month.
Does it tell you on there when you get the kit kind of what it's used for?
So what we have is we have a series of videos, and in fact, if you click on the ebook, you're going to get an ebook. You're also going to get a series of emails from me that have videos. And who invited you here tonight, Kristen?
Shannon McGuire.
Shannon. Okay, good. So Shannon can add you to our Facebook group, and you'll be able to actually pin to the top of the Facebook group. There's a video number 1, which is the one that we just watched, what it is. Video number 2 is I have MetaPower, now what? And that shows you how to use it. And then video number 3 shows you how to reorder it next month and how you can actually get it for a lot cheaper now that you have your membership. And I give you like tips and tricks on how to do that. So yeah, definitely have Shannon add you to the Facebook group.
And Kristen, you can also diffuse that MetaPower oil, which is amazing to help with cravings. So if you're doing the kit and then you add something and you get that extra, the free diffuser as well, you can diffuse that, and it's just really incredible to do.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. So I think if there's no more questions, I'm just gonna we'll call it a night. And you guys just I hope to see you in the Facebook group. And if you've got any questions, talk to the person that you invited you, but consider me a second line of support as well. You're absolutely welcome to friend me on Facebook, ask me any questions, and I'll
Hi, Tiffany.
yes.
Hi.
Hi, Laura.
This is yeah. Hi. I am under Mo.
Sorry.
I'm under Mo. Mo has invited me.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, we're just finishing up. But
Yeah. So I attended it, and a beautiful information, Tiffany. So even I would like to have this ebook. So
yeah, you can click on it. It's in the chat.
okay.
Yeah.
So will this recording be given?
Yes, I'm going to be posting it in You Are Essential and in Team Inspire, and also in the MetaPower group. So if you're in any of those groups, yes.
Okay, I think I'm not in those groups. I think I'm only in Healthy and Joyful in 2
I
groups.
see. Okay. Well, then in that case, what you can do is friend me on Facebook and just ask me for the link.
Okay,
Yep.
Tiffany Sosa, yeah?
Yes. Yep. That's
Yeah,
right.
okay. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks for figuring that out. All right, guys. You all have a wonderful night. And I'll hopefully see you soon.
Thanks,
Hi,
Tiffany.
Tiffany. Thank you.
See you on Thursday or next Sunday.
Definitely. Bye, Rhonda.
Bye.
Thanks, Tiffany. Thanks
You're
for coming,
welcome.
Kristen. We'll talk.
Bye-bye.